Yes. What else?
So she look better than me everywhere that we go.
Yes.
Spoil that girl, she spoiled. She get what she want, but she only for me. Spoil that girl, she spoiled. I do what she like, and I get whatever she want. Fresh baby breathe. Keep my little baby on fleek. She said I didn't say I be cheap. Kissing me up with the key. But it working, money my mama don't want me to fuck with nobody. Staring too hard, then she ended the party. For me, little baby, gon' catch her body. That's how we ride.
Yes.
She gon' ride.
Yes, Jiggy Lauren. That deserves a round of applause, baby. Yes. Yo, so that first song was an exclusive that he first premiered on Past the Aux, baby. So that was That Somebody. And then the second song was spoiled off of your newest album, Red Room. Yo, that shit was fire, yo. Love it. Yes.
Yo, give it up one more time for Jiggy Lauren.
Woo! Yo, you sound like you've really been hurt by them songs, but we'll get back into that. This is your host and your favorite multifaceted black girl, Alexandra Alexis. I'm here with Black Nasarima.
Black man.
SOS Brady.
SOS.
Save our savings.
Some new Naga.
Naga.
And then we got our infamous couch niggas.
Yeah.
We got Lucid.
Yeah.
Lucid.
He's like, I don't know yet. We got Sue. And then we got our two special guests. We got Jiggy Lauren.
Jiggy.
Yes.
Jiggy.
And then we got the beautiful couch queen, Annie.
Yeah.
Finally, some feminine energy.
Facts. We needed to balance it out.
To fire these niggas down. Talking that shit that don't make no sense. But today we about to shut you niggas down.
Then what? Talk.
And welcome to episode 14. And behind the scenes, we will never forget the infamous Todifer.
Yeah.
Taking pictures of me. Make sure you get my good side, alright?
Facts.
Alright? And this is episode 14 of Past the Aux. All right, audience, calm down. We get it. So how y'all feeling today?
Chilling.
Y'all doing good?
Got this ghetto Henny in me, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas is lit off the Taylor and the Duce. Jiggy just now was like, yo, that shit is not 18%, but like 80%.
80%.
So that means you lit. That means you ready.
I'm
ready to talk that shit. So Jiggy, Red Room just came out. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling beautiful. Extra jiggy right now.
Oh my God. So how's it doing after the release?
It's doing pretty good.
It's doing good?
I got dope feedback, you know, as what was expected. You know? That's what I do. You know?
So Red Room, what made you come up with Red Room? Because I see that you have a theme with like your music and your albums. What made you come up with Red Room?
I like that question, and I'm gonna answer that for you.
I know.
So
I like when people tell me they like my questions.
Before Red Room was a Blue Room playlist. It was 4 records, all Caribbean songs, right? After that, it was Red Room playlist. It was more like hip hop, urban, you know, type of vibe. Now I'm working on the Pink Room playlist, which is straight R&B.
Straight bitches, right?
So
straight bitches, right? We with it for the women. Straight bitches. I heard you, Jiggy.
Yeah,
Jiggy, don't leave me like this. Come on, boy.
Don't co-sign the language.
Don't co-sign this bullshit. Don't co-sign this shit.
Bitches.
He ain't say that.
Now keep going.
I heard him. That's what he said. Good.
So with the Pink Room playlist, I'm dropping it in October. And October is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Ooh.
I told you it was for the bitches. I told you.
That's not even
I
You know
Annie,
what?
I'm just so glad that from the couch you could give the looks that I feel every single. Thank you.
So
one time for the look of disgust. You ready, Annie?
So
I meant women.
So with the different color rooms, every different color, it represents a
different
vibe,
mood, different vibe. Got you.
different sound. How I came up with the idea, I was in the studio. I'm a songwriter also. I was in the studio working with different artists, and they all have different sounds. So my peers noticed and said, "Yo, you mad versatile. You got mad different sounds. Why don't you, put out a project representing a certain sound?" I was like, "That's a good idea." So I did it.
Yeah.
So I did it. Oh, it's cool.
Let me ask you a question, because I be listening to your music, right? And I be getting like singing and kind of rapping vibes, right? Which one do you feel, what pocket do you feel like you fall into more?
Honestly, bro, keep it honest with you. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like,
Go ahead, talk, bro.
it's like my sound is kind of like self-made, and whatever I feel like, it really depends on the beat, to be honest. Like whatever I hear, how I feel at the time, it just is what comes out. So I can't really like I can't tell myself, all right, I'm approach this beat rapping, and then I can say that,
feel it. You just
and I
feel
could end
it.
up singing it. I mean, so it's like whatever I feel.
You're just an artist, straight up.
Yeah.
Just an artist.
I just like
with
the
artistry.
paint. I like the paint, the image, and the beat
Whatever the vibe is at the time, type shit.
Do you feel like rapping, there's like a pressure for being a rapper more so than an R&B singer? Because I feel like R&B singers, when you put them into a box of R&B, they're like, they kind of do their thing. They come, they go. Like, you look at a lot of the big R&B artists right now, like Bryson, like Black, all the different ones. Like, they come and they go. They do their thing and they leave. But then the rappers, they're the ones really giving us consistent music, like always on the charts, always. So do you feel like there's a pressure, like, with picking a lane and sticking to that lane?
That's a good question.
Or are you just fluid with your sound?
That's a good question. And the answer.
That's me in class when the teacher asks. Yo, what do you think about this? That's a good question. Nah, Miss Joy, that's a good question.
That's a really good
Miss
question.
Joy, that's a good question.
Damn it, Joe, how many years you went to college to ask me that question?
That was.
What's up? What's the answer?
What's going on?
To be honest, it is a lot of pressure for rappers, because if you rapping, you really gotta bring it, and you really gotta bring it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Singing, you feel like you could just sing, and then that's already your instrument. You good? Yeah.
Like it's already proven that,
You
like you
have
said,
talent.
R&B singers could come and go anytime they feel like it. Drop an album today, wait 10 years, come back.
D'Angelo comes back
you
on a
still
Rhapsody
good.
album.
Still relevant.
Yeah.
As a rapper, you gotta.
I said D'Angelo. Anyways.
As a rapper,
Because I
you
was
gotta-
even looking at like Summer Walker's album. She just came out with a new album, and she had like Usher on there. She had Bryson Tiller on there. She had
who? Usher?
yeah.
She had like.
And
Yeah, she had-
heard, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, but you can go.
I heard that the song with Usher is one of the best songs on there.
Yeah, I really like that
That
song.
proves your point.
Mr. Let It Burn?
Yes,
Oh
sir.
my God, Mr. Let It Burn.
What's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem, Mr. Let It Burn?
Yo, Usher is loved, man. People love that man.
Nah, Usher
Cut
great,
it
bro.
out.
Usher great, bro.
Facts, right?
Nah.
Like, too many people.
Yo, alright, so
That was a good one.
Annie,
That was a good one, yo.
Annie, what's good with you? What's up? Tell the people what you do. What's up?
So my name's Annie.
What's up?
And I am a teacher.
Ooh.
Well,
I'm
great.
glad you're a teacher, because we always talking about education and just like community work and things that are going on in the community. It's a big topic. Me and Trey actually went to this community event on last Monday. Shout out to Nan.
Nan,
Nan is
dope.
very, very
was
big
dope.
in the community, and she invited us out to like a community panel where basically like people of Rockland County just like express things that are going on and like how we want to better the community and things that you know, we think would better the community. And a lot of topics of education came out of that, like how we need to be educating mental healthness in schools, how we need just more attentive teachers, we need more loving teachers. Honestly, I don't know about you, but what I got from that conversation is that we just need more loving individuals who are willing to step up in the community.
Right. We need more conversations.
Yeah,
like
we need a lot more conversations. That's why I was really excited that Annie was going to come on the show this week, because, you know, we have a lot of creatives that come on the show, but you being a Black educator, like, I really wanted to know how, like, just your perspective on it, and just being a teacher and seeing it from that lens and all that. Like, how do you feel like the community could benefit from higher education and just better teachers?
So I'm glad you brought up mental health, because that's like super important to start touching upon.
Big facts.
In the school system, we're so dedicated to the curriculum. Like, we got to know this for math, we got to know this for ELA. But mental health and social emotional learning is very like looked over. So when I got interviewed, I made sure to make it a point that I think that intellectual ability and emotional ability should be on the same priority standard. So I make sure in my classroom, at least like once a week, we have something called Restorative Circle, and this is when I dedicate a time in the day where we just talk about how we're feeling, how to handle these feelings, like just what to do when we're just feeling like something negative, and a healthy way to express that. And the kids love it. Like, they ask me about it every week, like, when are we gonna have it? And it's just like a way to kind of, you know, make that important.
What grade do you teach?
5th grade.
Hey,
What made you want to become a teacher?
Yo, 5th graders are the worst.
That was when I started. That's when I turned up. That's when I first started turning up. I started turning up
When I was in 5th grade, I started realizing
my hoodie was
what
like this
going
in
on
5th
around
grade.
me.
So I was walking around like the fucking Grim Reaper and this shit. Like,
Nah, because I feel like it's because 4th grade you go into it like a newbie, like, oh my god, I'm in 4th grade now, like I'm getting older,
grade,
and then
I'm like,
5th
I'm
grade
used
is
to
like,
this shit.
fuck this shit, I'm fucking
lit,
shit up
I'm
in this
grown.
shit.
5th grade.
It's a big
They're
fact.
like, nobody could touch me, not even the 6th graders, and then when I get to middle school, I'm really fucking shit
Facts.
up.
5th grade was the first time Naga told the teacher, yo, stop, you heard?
Wow, Trey.
Yeah, 5th grade. That was the first time for him, bro. Yeah, he was wilding early.
I don't know.
But Eddie,
But-
5th grade. Teaching 5th grade. How's that going? How's 5th grade teaching 5th graders?
It's amazing. I taught 2nd grade before this, and I think I prefer the 5th graders, just because they're like
A little more mature.
people. We can
Yeah.
have an actual conversation. They crack jokes. I'm like actually laughing. Like, they're hilarious.
let me ask you a question. Are you surprised with how? Because I like I know Alex's cousin. I was talking to her cousin, and he's 13, and I was kind of shocked at how like mature he was.
Yeah.
So are you kind of like dealing with that now too, where it's just like, yo, these kids kind of
They're-
No, I don't know if he's in 13 and 5th grade. I'm just
No,
saying.
he's not in 5th grade.
Yeah, I'm just saying her
He's
cousin in
older than
general.
that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, right.
He was talking about 5th graders, yeah, so I was talking to Alex. Cousin was 13. I'm like,
he's not.
I was like, yo, Alex, talk to your cousins, bro.
Yo, don't play my little nigga. He's mad smart. Don't play my little
Yo,
nigga.
Alex, talk to this man, cause he missed the few.
But in 5th grade, do you feel like kids
boy.
are more mature than you were when you were in 5th grade?
Yes, and it's only because they're shown more. Like, I didn't have Instagram. Like, when I
You can
was
curse.
in
Don't worry
fifth
about it. You can
grade.
curse.
And they do, and they're just exposed to so much more stuff that, of course, they're going to be a little more mature. They have to handle a lot of more mature content. So I feel like,
Say
Do you feel like that makes them more vulnerable
to what?
to like just having deeper conversations? Like, do you feel like social media, because they're exposed to so many things that are going on, that makes them more expressive, or makes them more like they internalize everything more?
I think it makes them more curious. Like, they come with a lot more questions, like specific, deeper questions, which is good, because they should be asking questions so I can give answers. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Wow. And like Brady was bringing this up earlier, and I thought this was like so funny because I never thought about it, but it's so true. Like, how is it dealing with and interacting with parents because you're so young? Like, they probably look at you like, little girl.
I thought you was in the class. I thought you was in the class talking about you, the
My first
teacher.
day at this job, I went in to start setting up my classroom, and the security guard came. She was like, "What are you doing in here?" She thought I was a high school student.
Yo, you
I'm like, "I'm here to see so and so." She's like, "Come with me." And then they brought me into the office. I was like, "I work here," and they're like, "Oh."
She's like, y'all need to stop teaching us.
But it's like it
teacher in
the
detention.
fact that I'm
Crazy.
26 and people tell me that I look a lot younger than what I am, and that does like affect how people see me. So I try and make it a point whenever I enter a new environment to show them that even though I look young, I do know my stuff. I am a professional. My goal is to help your child, and we're gonna like get that goal. Like that's what's gonna happen. And as soon as they see that I'm about that, like that just my age just goes out the window.
That's good. That's good.
That's dope, man. I love that. I love that. I love to know that there's just, you know, like I know Annie and I know all of you guys known Annie for years, but it's just good to know that there's really teachers out there that do have students' best interests, and there's teachers that truly do care, because honestly, like in my experience of just school and college, like the teachers that cared were the ones that really helped me out the most throughout my school education.
Like I feel like being a teacher is one of the most important jobs in the world.
Yeah,
like,
your students see them more than parents.
Yeah, because they're teaching all the other smart people in the world. You know, like it starts with them.
Yeah,
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
And teachers are a big part of a kid's life. Like some kids see teachers more than they see their parents. You know what I mean? So it's just like making sure that you know you don't know how the kid is, like what they're going through at home, but just making sure that their experience with you is always positive, and at least they leave knowing that they're loved by somebody.
And yo, like speaking of teaching, I feel like I learned a lot of my stuff not only just through school, but through music. Like a lot of the stuff I learned that like, or I thought I had to be, was like based off of what I was listening to. Like I would listen to these niggas talking about, oh, you gotta get this, you gotta have this in check, you gotta have whatever. And so this kind of like leads more back to you, like Jiggy, what part of your is there any part of your content where you ever think, all right, somebody's listening to me, so I'm gonna try and project something, whether it's good, whether it's bad, or whether it's indifferent, just like, I'm gonna keep it real, or I'm gonna try and show somebody something. Is that ever your like goal when you writing? Because you say you're a songwriter, right?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
So with my music, I definitely try to inspire people to keep it real with themselves. You can't keep it real with anybody else before you keep it real with yourself. You gotta keep it real with yourself before you could even like, you know, like I feel like a lot of people try to, like, social media is the number one trigger for anxiety and like depression. Yeah,
because you're always comparing yourself to people and just
So it's like what I speak in my music is like, I'm talking about me. I'm talking about what I'm going through.
My experience.
And I'm keeping it real. So like I try to inspire others, whoever's listening, or other artists to like
or
keep
might
it
be
real
going
too.
through what you're going through.
Just keep it real.
Keep it real.
Speak from your perspective. And to even bring it even deeper than that, like, you know, even listening to some of your music, like you get vulnerable. You talk about your emotions. You talk about girls and being hurt and stuff like that. And you know, this day and age, it's like they always make girls seem so emotional and crazy and that they're hurt. And honestly, in my opinion, you niggas don't feel shit, but obviously you do. So let me stop. But like,
so let's pass the aux, guys. Anybody got the aux to pass? Anybody got the aux to pass?
So niggas don't feel shit.
But yo, let's get into the topic. So first topic I wanted to talk about was Amber Guyger or Guyger. So
Guyger.
Yeah, so she's the ex-police officer of the Dallas Police Department. I don't know how long ago this was. I think it was about a year ago. She walked into the apartment of Botham Jean and she shot him. She went into his apartment thinking it was hers and that he was just like a intruder. And then she shot and killed him. And the trial, it was like...
one time for not knowing what floor you live on, bro.
That's crazy.
Bro, she didn't know what fucking floor she live on.
And like...
That's a fact.
No, but it was the wrong floor. She entered into the wrong apartment, and instead of using any other thing to maybe stop him or whatever, she shot and killed this man. Different welcome mat before you walked into his apartment. Different apartment, different scenery.
My nigga, you know it's not yours.
Yeah, and you're a police officer. And then wait, real quick, let me just finish this real quick. But there was like a week or 2 week long trial, and at the end of it, she was the jury she was sentenced to 10 years, parole in 5. And at the end of it, the brother he ended up hugging her and forgiving her and saying that he loved her, and the judge also hugged her. And
suck my dick.
Now hold on. The bigger question is hold on.
Straight up.
No, that's a fact.
Straight up.
Hold on, that's a fact.
Straight up.
But the bigger question is, if that was you, right, Phil? And I'm gonna ask you. I want you to go, and then we'll go back to you. All right, Phil. Let me ask you. If that was you, and your brother was, God forbid, hit like that, would you show that same forgiveness to that person?
No.
Facts. Straight up. Suck my dick. Facts.
He's like, no.
First off, I'm gonna watch you sit in court and get 10 years for taking the rest of somebody I love's life. Fuck you, first off. Parole in 5. She's
Suck my
a
dick.
fragile white woman.
She ain't get nothing, bro.
You know what I
That's
mean?
nothing.
And the judge hugs you. I'm looking at that judge crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be the one to hug you. I'm gonna tell you, you gonna be cool. You can go, but you ain't getting no forgiveness.
bro, can I ask a question? What the fuck are they learning when they become a police officer?
Kill.
Like, what is no, but it's
Kill.
not even like what is being trained. What is being
Bro, I think-
like? She has she had a taser on her, and she
But I
had
also think-
like I just don't understand what they're being taught when they get into the academy.
The only thing I can kind of understand from her is if it's a large African American male and you are a small Caucasian woman, you may feel like there's nothing you can do to subdue this man besides using lethal force. But my thing is,
You can't tell the difference when
people
somebody's
have-
chilling in their crib and when somebody's intruding.
People have legs. People have feet. Shoot him in the leg. Shoot him in the foot. Shoot him in the ass. You're shooting to kill this man.
Yeah.
You said he's in my room. He's X'd out the picture. Point blank period. And you're in the wrong spot. I would love for me to pull up, kill a little white girl that I thought was in my apartment.
Who's
Come
hugging
to find
me?
out it's her
Who's
apartment.
hugging me?
Who's hugging me,
But my
bro?
cellmate, when he
bars.
flexed,
Got you 50 years to
my
life, bro.
cellmate.
That's a big fact.
I am too dark for a talk, bro.
Like-
I am too dark for someone to hear what I have to say.
Jiggy, you wanted
Jiggy,
to
go
say
ahead,
something
boy.
for him?
My question is,
I just think it's funny how.
I just think it's funny how.
What's up? What's your question?
Good.
That's black people in America, though.
What's up?
how she get in the house?
You know, I heard that.
Whoa.
When she okay, if she try to like put in the key,
It's probably unlocked.
It was unlocked. She just opened
unlocked.
it.
Probably
Yeah,
unlocked.
she just opened the door.
so she walked through the door and looked around like,
So this nigga's pictures on the walls.
this motherfucker just broke in my crib and hung his pictures on.
All right.
Like,
what happened?
Yo,
Like she said, yo, move the picture of you and your family to the left. Yo, right now, move your picture of you at graduation to the left.
No, look, Black. What you think about
Come on, bro.
What else I gotta say?
No, would you forgive? Like, if that was your relative, would you forgive?
I mean, I'm always down for forgiveness because that's just how you heal. But like, forgiveness doesn't have to be a demonstration. Why do I gotta go and fucking hug you?
thank you.
You just took someone. Why do I gotta hug you?
Thank you.
He don't need that. Why the judge gotta hug you?
Is there anyone in the room that agrees with the judge hugging? Is there anyone?
Hell no.
That's different.
I feel like that's like
nobody else.
I've never seen no.
I've never seen
Judges
that.
ain't never hugged nobody
No
else.
black man?
That's a
Niggas
fact,
be
though.
going to jail for life.
That's
He
a
ain't
fact.
get no hug. He
That's
need
a
a
fact.
He
hug.
ain't getting no
The
fucking
nigga
hug.
going in for life need a hug.
That's a
Need a
fact.
hug.
Yo,
That nigga
that's
need
a
a hug,
fact,
bro.
That's a fact.
You know what I've seen? I've seen judges when a nigga fall out, you got life. Oh my god. The judge is like, get him out. He's wild.
Yeah.
Big fact.
Yeah.
Bro, had that been a black
Tell the
woman,
victim I'm
there would have been no
sorry,
hugs involved in that shit.
Bro, I
There
don't
would have been
understand
no.
that.
There would have been no hugs.
I don't understand
It's
that.
the sense of how this country views, like you said, fragile white woman. Like it's just
can't
like
take it.
we're gonna hug her. Like why you got the okay? The brother could do whatever he wants. Whatever he wants to forgive her. But the judge, why are you hugging this woman?
I just hope in the next 5 to 10 years that the judge hugs her, but her cellmate hugs her a little closer.
Oh my god! Stop.
If that's my opinion, because to keep it a stack.
What's up, Phil?
Go ahead, Phil. Go ahead.
What's up? What's up?
Niggas say, yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, boy.
But you think if that was a white dude, she would have paused for a second?
Hell yeah.
She not that scared of a white
Hell
dude.
yeah, because she would have thought that was probably her cousin or some shit, bro. Yo, Bob, what you doing in the crib, bro?
I think so.
Yo, this is a good example to just show you the younger audience who's watching this. Don't think cops are detectives. They're not FBI agents. They're not people that come in and look for things, because obviously this woman was not trained to do shit. How you walk into an apartment and you're a cop and not know that that's not your apartment? Aren't you trained to see beyond the scope?
But what the fuck? But my question is,
she didn't have to look beyond.
Like, she just had to look at the mat. It was a different welcome mat.
My crib got a certain smell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you walk in, you're like, it's dark.
You mean it's not my crib?
It's not my crib. Yo, his crib smells because he don't shower. Wow. But the most important thing is,
and my nigga was
your mother. Your mother.
Your mother.
Go. You fucking idiot.
Your necklace? Yo, Brady always does too much.
Anyways, keep going. Like, wow. Y'all seen that, right? He owed me a new necklace. Y'all seen that?
Right, past the motherfucking.
What's the next topic? Another one.
Yeah, boo.
Yo.
What is that for that? Boo yourself, nigga.
Boo yourself, nigga.
SOS. Nothing.
You know what? I'm just gonna...
Yo, so speaking of crime and helping people out and forgiveness and all that good stuff and being a loyal, abiding citizen, what would you do if you caught the driver of an Amber Alert? Wee-oo.
She said,
if you caught the driver of an Amber Alert.
So let's say, like, an Amber Alert pops up on your phone, black Honda, GFK 32. And then all of a sudden, you pull up into a gas station to get some gas, and you're right behind black Honda.
I'm going straight 007, bro. Straight Mission Impossible,
what's up, son?
Yeah, 007.
Straight up.
Keep it a buck. I just press him. Like, I don't know why. Like, I would literally just press the shit out of him. I would go and figure it out.
Press a confirmed Amber Alert. It's like, yo, is that your license plate?
Yo.
Okay, as a female, Annie, what are you doing as a female?
I have to call the cop. What am I gonna do?
What is she gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
5 foot nothing, bro.
Annie, say it again. Say it again louder for the people in the
I have
back.
to call the cops. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
To be honest, knowing how extra I am, I would be killed in this situation.
And I'm going to leave because I'm black. So they might pull up thinking it's
Me. And start shooting up.
This nigga's here. I'm going.
Like, officer.
And then at the end of it, after they kill you, Todd, they'll find a way to blame it on you. Like, the suspect who called should have never been in open plain sight. Nah, but no, but that, but okay, but what if
That wasn't no damn boo.
But listen, what if it was like a child abduction and he was in the gas station and the child was in the car? What would you do in that instance?
If the child's in the car,
and you could visibly see the kid.
If you could see the car, if you could see the nigga, and I would dead just look at the nigga, and he look back at me, and I look back at him and just be like this.
Yo.
And then what are you doing? And then what?
Hey, yo, that's the kid! Hey, yo, that's him! Hey, yo, I'll be like, everybody, that's him!
You wanna know what's so real? It's always that moment of you think for a second, you're like, yo, what the yo, like...
You do two and two together like...
Yo, you know what I would do? I would literally like throw something closer to their pump and like get closer and I'd be like, kid, I see you. Good help. And then I'd like do some double take shit. Like, you remember the guy from Get Out? You remember the friend from Get Out who saved his friend? I'd do some shit like that. Like,
I would definitely some gangster shit.
I'm gonna call the police. Yo, I would do some next shit because I'm trying to be at the end of it like you're a hero and I'm with the kid like, yeah, I saved their lives.
Probably smoke a cigarette while I pump his gas, bro. Smoke a cigarette, you know that shit flammable.
But the kid is in the car.
Nah, I'm gonna grab the kid first.
Okay.
Nah, nigga's like, but you gonna kill the kid?
Nah, what you would do to be smart is put the kid in your car, have them hide, and then smoke a cigarette so he would never suspect you.
You the Amber Alert nigga, bro.
You know they not listening to anything that you gotta say.
When you grab the kid and go, and then you say, what the fuck do I do with this?
You saved her from that car and put her in yours?
They would be like, we caught 2 molesters. Brady know he too dark for a talk. Nigga would have been like, we caught 2 molesters. Yes, the FBI for the win.
The fuck?
Cross the
The fuck?
Yo, we need to stop talking about topics like this because you have no type of respect.
What type of respect? What'd I say? What'd I say that was wrong?
You have no type of respect. All right, we're gonna pass the aux. So, app dating or organic dating? What you guys do? Yo, has there anybody been on a date
Christian
through
Mingle?
Tinder? Christian, that's how we
Nobody?
met.
BlackPeopleMeet.com.
Christian Mingle, no?
You smashed through Tinder.
Black singles meet online?
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
I
never-
Did you really? BlackPeopleMeet.com.
You smash those in there?
Is app dating really?
It works, but
App
hold on.
dating
I'm really
or
curious.
smash
Hold on.
dating?
Wait. Brady said something.
Yeah, explain that. Like, what?
Say that again.
I'm
Explain the story.
smashed off of Tinder.
Explain the story.
How did that happen?
Like, this was like senior year. I did 5 years in school. So it was like my senior year, before my super senior year. I was just swiping, because I used to just be a troll on Tinder. Like, I would just swipe. And
The
then
swipe
whoever
mean
just
you
swiped me.
fuck with them?
Like, I fuck with them. I would just fuck with everybody. Ugly, hurt, loved, beautiful,
What type of
whatever,
descriptive-
everything, bro.
What?
Hurt, loved,
Baggage.
mistreated, baggage, everything. I'm
No daddy,
swipe.
daddy issues.
So whoever would
All
just
that.
swipe back, it would just be an instant match. So I'd just be like, okay. I saw this one girl.
Whoever swipe back will be
I saw this one girl
instant.
that went straight to my, like, she was in my school. So I was just like, oh, okay. So what's up? I was like, oh, you go to Pace. It says it right here. She was like, yeah. Da-da-da-da. So then I met her at the cab at Kessel. You know, I swiped her some food because, you know, I had money on my swipe. So
Wow,
I was
in
balling.
college, niggas don't take
I
you
was
on
balling.
dates. They swipe you.
Swipe her in the cab.
They
If
swipe
I
your
swiped you
meal.
in the cab, you
I
know it's
loved
real,
you.
bro. So I swiped her in the cab. I brought her to the crib. She had that Chinese food. And then, you know, we just, I'm dead ass. Y'all laughing. And then had that
that's why I'm
Chinese. We smacked off the Chinese and then she did. And I never talked to her ever again.
Give her a shout out, bro.
Give her a shout out.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Was it good?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Brady, was it good?
It was
The Chinese food.
Yo, the Chinese is better than she was. Let's say that. That's why. I know you're probably watching, and it was just as good
Trey,
as the
how do you
Chinese.
feel about app dating?
Just as good as the
But to
Chinese.
me, it's like
app dating?
If you're watching, I'm on Tinder too.
That's at Jiggy Lauren.
What's your name on Tinder?
That is at Jiggy Lauren.
He's joking. He played.
At Jiggy Lauren, swipe
No,
right.
but my name is Caramel Papillon.
So yeah, no, because it's weird for me because I hear some people really meet like their match made in heavens on Tinder
made in heaven, I
and
don't know
shit
about
like
that.
that. But like then out here on the other end of it, like some of my friends are like, yeah, Tinder's just like if I'm trying to fuck, like, and I don't
know. To me, that's weird. Like meeting somebody online. Maybe it's because of like
even if they're from your town and you've seen them in passing.
That's a little different. But even so, I don't know. I feel like you miss out on something authentic. Like when you meet online. You ever hit up somebody online and then you meet them in person and it's a completely different interaction? Like, you know, like I don't know. I feel like I miss out on something. I don't know. What y'all think? All right.
What do you think, Annie?
Well. So I was on Tinder for a little bit, a couple years back. There's a lot of fucking weirdos on Tinder, man.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
I didn't meet anybody in person except for one guy, and we're now engaged.
Wow.
So we had a success
So you're somebody
story.
who met somebody on Tinder.
I was somebody who met somebody on Tinder, but I would not recommend it. It is not like the whole dating pool on Tinder is like a viable option because there's not good people. There's a lot of not good people on there. But it's also to say like you should meet somebody in person. That's also very hard, especially for some people's lifestyle. Like for me, I'm a teacher, so everybody I went to school with, everybody I teach with is all women. So it's really hard to meet a guy. You know what I mean? So it really depends on like your lifestyle.
Like your type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
So what about meeting somebody like on Instagram? Like you really fuck with their news
Instagram's
feed.
different,
You
though.
really fuck with their photos because obviously you're seeing everything, their highlight reels.
Instagram's
and then,
different though.
Why?
See, Instagram's different because I don't know how Tinder's set up. I've never been on Tinder a day in my life. I really don't know how it's set
lying.
up.
He better be.
But I don't know. I feel like
He better not be. Actually,
I feel like I don't know. I feel like Instagram's a little bit more different because it's based off of pictures and videos. So like you really got to see that person like like you gotta see them. Like I don't know. I feel like it's different.
You know what? I feel what you're saying because there's some profiles up there. That picture 5 years old. You meet that person.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's highlight wheels. Like literally, people are just posting their best pictures. They're posting their looks. They're posting that. There's so much. Like, don't get me wrong. There's some platforms on IG where you're getting to know that person, but even then, you're not truly knowing the intricacies of a human. You know?
I think nothing beats a face-to-face conversation. But maybe that's the old school
love at first sight.
I don't know, just face-to-face. You know what I'm saying? Like I know me. I flourish in like good conversations when I'm meeting you face-to-face. You know what I'm saying? You don't get the tones. You don't get the like.
Right.
You know, there's certain things.
Like,
some stuff gets missed.
You can't feel a person
Yo,
through
Alex,
that.
You see what I'm saying?
He said that the best way he meets females.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. The best way he meets females is the face to face.
Yeah, that's how he met me, nigga. That's what you talking about, nigga.
Talk that shit.
What about you, Black? How you feel about social media and like app dating?
I'm not an app dude. I'm all for reading energies and getting up in the spot. So, you know. But I'm also an old ass nigga, so.
Fuck boy. Jig Lauren,
okay.
How about you? What about you?
What's the question?
How do you feel about... Yeah, because, you know, your type of music, I should already know that your DMs is flooded, boy. Not even trying to hype you, but, you know, girls love a good panty dropper, so...
Panty dropper.
Fuck boy.
Shit, nah, let's not push that narrative.
How you feel
let's
about...
not push that narrative. Nah, let's not push that narrative.
How you feel about app dating and meeting females on social media?
Well,
and how do you feel like it compares to meeting somebody in the flesh?
App dating is like, you know.
Yo, even this response.
It's like
he responded like he got a girl, bro.
You said like,
and she tuned in right now.
Yeah, like, she's like, I can't wait to see this episode.
Because I told her to watch next week. So, this nigga says, so what I like is however I met her. That's
I'm
how
gonna keep it real.
Keep it on it.
You know, you can meet somebody on the app.
Mm-hmm.
You might never, you know, run into them, or they might live 3 states away, 2 states away. I mean, you might meet somebody, but with me, to answer the question, it won't last that long on the app. If I meet you on the app, that's cool. That's one thing. Mm-hmm. But I gotta feel you in person. I gotta see you. Like,
how long before you request that FaceTime call?
FaceTime, okay, let's say today's what, Sunday. I meet you on Instagram on Sunday. I'm gonna want to FaceTime by Tuesday, Wednesday.
Facts. That's what I was thinking.
And then I'm gonna want to see you by like next week. Type shit.
And you know the girls
next week, in 2 weeks maybe. You know what I mean?
That's a good point for the fellas.
So like, you know the girls who like they'll like FaceTime, but they got that left eye with the left eyebrow, and they don't show you no more than that. They're like,
does that?
They be like,
girl does that?
You know the girls that you know exactly what I'm talking about. So how you feel about the girls who only show the left quadrant? I know y'all took math. The left quadrant of the hypotenuse.
Who does that?
The left quadrant of the
Yo, you've never been on the gram and see the girls who only got the half picture?
They got the bonnet on and they only got the left, like right here.
I've never seen that. Yeah, I've never seen that.
How you feel about those?
That's
how you feel about those?
I mean, it happens. So I was like, you know, some people when they on FaceTime, they like at the moment they're not looking their best self, so they're not feeling like their best self. So they gonna show you a little bit. I'm gonna make sure.
Niggas ain't shit, yo. Yeah, you can finish.
I'm gonna make sure on your Instagram. I'm gonna see why. I'm gonna see like, okay.
So why are you playing these games? Why?
If you're showing your whole face on Instagram, and I say, okay, all right, we're good. You can show me your little
This is
side.
what's so fucked up about this generation, yo.
She shows her face on Instagram. No body things.
That's a sign. That's a warning.
Oh, yeah.
But if she has a pretty face, there's no problem.
That's a sign.
I mean, if she has a face,
that's a
no
sign
problem.
though. But why are you not showing your body?
What if she's missing like both legs?
Extremes?
Yo, Todd is wildin'. You went from here
to here, bro.
Is wildin', bro.
Missing both legs,
What if she got no legs?
I really wonder what type of bitches y'all be dealing with, because the things you guys be
Who's
saying.
y'all? You mean
y'all?
Todd?
Like,
You mean Todd?
The
Who
shit
said,
that- the shit
who
y'all-
said that besides Todd? Who said that?
Yo, that's the problem with technology. Back in the day, you didn't have all that.
I don't know. I never been on a girl's page because I got a girl, so I mean.
Good
There you
answer.
go.
Wow, for the first time. The first time in past y'all's history.
Let's move
Yo,
on.
so
Let's move on.
I heard Snoop
I
Dogg.
just claim her on my taxes.
So I heard
that's all.
Snoop Dogg brought some strippers to the college performance.
You had it. And then you just
Yo, I was
It's
giving
like
you
even
points,
when
man.
you're on the side, yo.
So they claim on my taxes.
Claiming on my taxes, I get that sweet return. You were saying?
Like I was saying, so I heard Snoop Dogg brought some strippers to the halftime performance.
Facts.
I'm mad I wasn't there.
Talk. Say it louder.
I'm mad I wasn't there.
Uh-huh.
See the footage.
Bro,
I didn't see the
it's
footage.
legal for a woman to become a stripper at the age of 16. Right?
It is?
Or is it 18?
Where?
Is it 16?
Hold up.
It's 18? Okay, so if it's 18, what's the problem with having them at a college halftime show?
Because it's kids there.
Because it's kids that.
What that
You
mean?
not letting kids in the strip club?
Facts.
Yeah, but who
Facts.
told you to bring your kid to this college?
It's a college
It's a college.
game,
I don't
Alex. They
think they was
can't
ready
like
for
win this
Snoop
one.
to
It's a
do all
college
that.
game.
I got you.
game.
I got you. You know why? If you hear Snoop Dogg is performing and you bring your child,
Exactly.
Yeah, like why are you
Nigga,
bringing
Snoop
your
Dogg made a
kid?
gospel album. You can't say that,
That don't-
shit.
yes, but
That don't
you
mean
say
that-
Snoop Dogg and not Snoop Lion.
Bro, what if you bring your kid to a
I
wedding?
heard he
Yo,
saying
you
that.
could easily compare that to a wedding. Like you bring kids, you know that part where like the guy has to go searching for the little thing around her. That's mad sexy and like.
Look, at my
Outta
wedding, I'm
here.
eating a
Strippers,
box
there's
when I'm doing that
booties,
shit.
kids gon'
I'm gonna whip that down.
Annie, I feel your pain. Annie, I feel your pain.
I'm
Annie,
gonna
I
just
feel your
wild
pain.
out.
Yo, Annie's always like, Alex, I feel so bad for
I
you.
saw that's
Like,
my wedding.
I
do
feel
whatever
bad
I
for
want.
myself.
I'm gonna take
There's
that down. I'm
kids
gonna
there,
take
though. We just
everything.
established there's
Facts.
kids
It's
there.
my day though.
Yo, Brady,
It's my
that's
day.
just the pregame, right?
Huh?
That's
That's
the
just the
pregame.
pregame.
That's just a pregame. You get a little taste.
Get that guard.
So did you like the performance? Did you watch it?
I thought it was lit. I thought that little girl was talented.
So Jiggy, as an R&B singer, what's
She
the
was
craziest
19.
thing?
She little. I'm 25.
Wait,
What?
who are you talking about?
She was short. She was like she could have
What are
been
you
more than
talking
19.
about?
What is he even talking about?
The stripper at Snoop Dogg's performance.
Wait, so how many strippers were there?
There was like 3.
So there was 3, that's it?
Yeah.
So people
or
were
4.
just outraged that he brought a stripper to the
Yeah.
They look
performance?
young though. They look like there was like 19, 20 tops.
But were they like
25.
like cheerleaders type shit, or they
Nah,
were like
nah,
full
they-
on
they were
strippers?
strippers.
He brought poles to
Like they were short.
They
They,
had
were
the
booty
poles
shorts.
and
Like
they
they
were
weren't.
stripping,
They
like-
were shorts. But
Did
they
he
were
know
super
where?
cut.
Did he know he was performing at a college halftime
You
show?
think Snoop Dogg gave a fuck?
Maybe
He was high as hell. He didn't give a damn.
I gotta see this footage.
Trey got up and all the beats said,
Ew, damn. Don't worry, I'm
see
gonna get
this
you a new
footage.
chain, bro. I got you. I'm gonna get you a new chain.
so Snoop Dogg did a good shit.
Nah, the performance was lit because he did gin and juice. That's the footage I saw, and I thought it was fire. He did gin and juice. I was like, he's like sipping on gin and juice, laid back. Got my mind on my money, and that girl was like, money on my mind, rolling down.
Yes,
I was in there,
that's fire.
So good. No, I was on the screen of the computer, sipping on gin and juice, laid back. I was lit on the comp, bro.
Nah, everybody needs to get over it. Your kids
Nah,
are gonna see some
it's,
booties.
and it's Snoop Dogg. Like, you know what you're getting, bro. Like, if you know who Snoop Dogg is, especially the parents of everybody should know who Snoop Dogg is.
Do you guys feel like
Out of anybody, it should really be the parents who really know the full scope of Snoop Dogg.
That's
Like,
so true.
But
like
then
if
again,
anybody,
then again, he could also have Martha Stewart pull up and spit a freestyle too. Like,
that's a problem. He's
That's
too,
true.
he's
That's
so
true.
marketable.
That's
like
true.
he's so marketable. He's on like mainstream television.
the
like,
world loves Snoop Dogg?
That's the thing.
Yeah,
It's kind of like
the world
Ice
loves
Cube
him.
in movies. You forgot this nigga was really busting caps in niggas'
He
asses.
wasn't
like,
though.
And now he's
Ice
on.
Cube wasn't.
But he was out here. You ain't see the movie?
No, he wasn't.
Where
That
he
was just
at-
a movie, nigga. He wasn't
Nah,
doing
that was a real incident.
No,
They
he-
said that shit in the
he wasn't
movie.
doing none of that.
They said that move,
the
that
studio?
point in the hotel room.
Ice Cube was a
when
studio.
niggas pulled up.
Ice Cube wasn't like he wrote bad.
All right, let him.
records.
All right, Ice Cube, pull up
He
and have
wrote
him
good
test your
records.
gangster, bro.
I didn't say he's
Have
not
him
gangster.
test your gangster, bro.
I just said he wrote good records. He
That's
wasn't. I
not-
don't think
but
Ice
that's
Cube
what I'm
was in the
saying is,
streets
like-
like that. Like
I'm not saying Ice Cube.
You
was
know
in
what?
the
When I
streets.
was
I'm talking
introduced to
about
Ice
about
Cube,
that life.
are we there yet? That movie was fire.
Crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube from the gang called Niggas with Attitude. I got a thought off, I got a sawed off. Squeeze the trigger and bodies go hard off. He said AK-47 is the tool. Don't make me like a muff fool. Yo, that was so hard.
I used to always mix him up and Ice-T.
That's bad.
Oh, that's very
That's bad. That's not good.
How would you even?
That's not good at all.
How can you?
That's just name association.
I would just mix them
It's
up.
like Law and Order.
Exactly. SVU doing his thing.
I know not one Ice-T song. Name an Ice-T song right now. Anybody?
Cop Killer?
Sing it.
I don't know.
Oh, all right.
All right, pass the aux.
All
All right, let's get into some interracial dating. I think this is a good one. I want to start off with you with interracial dating.
Why me?
Why not you?
Because I
Why
feel
don't we
like,
start off to someone who's in the interracial relationship?
That would make more sense.
Nah, it would, but I already know we about to get.
I'll
I
start
want
it
to
off.
know.
I'll pass you the baton.
Bet, that's perfect.
I'll pass you the
Okay, so
baton.
I have a lot to say about this.
Oh, go ahead. You didn't even need a prompt. Go ahead.
So, I am half black and half white. My father was Haitian and my mother's full Italian.
Girl, you black.
So any relationship I get in is an interracial relationship.
Yeah, because
Okay?
you already have one.
So
Black.
I've dated an Indian man, and it's affected our relationship in the way he couldn't even tell his family he was dating me because they only wanted an Indian woman for him.
Yeah.
I've dated a black man where his family was weird about my family because they're white and in law enforcement, so that made them nervous.
I understand that.
And then now that I'm in a relationship with a white man, it's a lot of just arguments with the family, like type thing, where it's just like insensitive things are said here and there. They don't mean it at all, but it's just like, you know, it's hard to really.
I think it was the lack
Get
of like
together on that.
cultural understanding. I think
Yes.
that's where it comes from.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. And it's not like they mean to like be rude or anything at all. They just like don't know like about like black culture, and that's fine. But I feel like it gets into our relationship
affects your
sometimes.
relationship.
Is that their fault though for not knowing enough about our culture?
I wouldn't say it's anybody's fault. It's just how it is, you know?
okay.
They can take responsibility for that and like educate themselves, but like if they're not, I'm not going to say, "Oh, that's like fucked up."
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
It's not.
I hear
But
what you're saying.
with just interracial dating in general, I feel like with us probably it's more like natural, like, oh, they're together, it's fine. But like when we walk out on the street, like people are like staring.
Till
We've
this
had
day?
people we've had people like say stuff to us. Like it's just it's a weird thing to be in, you know?
What is weird? Would it be like, what do you think bothers people more, to see a black man and a white woman, or a white woman and a wait, hold on, I messed that up. Well, a black man and a white woman, or a black woman and a white man?
I think
I
it
think a
depends
black
where you
woman
are.
and a white man
Yes.
gets people angrier.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
I think so, too.
I think so too.
I need an
because I
answer
feel
why.
like white
it's
men in
vice
this
versa.
society, they're held so high. And in this society, black women, like there was an actual like study on this. Black women are the least wanted.
And I was
you know
just
what's
about to
crazy
say,
about
I
that?
feel like black women, I feel
We're
like when it comes to
fetishized.
that,
We're fetishized.
that too, and I feel like black men too. It's like, oh, big black.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Big booty black. Like, it's always that. But I always feel like, and I can speak from black men, that a lot of the black men I've talked to, like, we don't even want black women until they're with a white man. And then black men not even looking for white. I'm gonna talk about around here. Let me get super specific.
What's up?
The black men around here, they always want the white girl.
Or Spanish
right?
girl.
Always want the white or the Spanish girl. But when it comes to the black girl, they don't even care until that black girl's with a white man. Now you taking my woman. Now you taking all our whatever. But you wasn't even looking for that, bro. Like,
I've always been the anomaly
Yeah.
though when it comes to shit like that, because I've always been fascinated with black women. That's just always been me.
and how many black women have you been with?
Every woman he's been with is black.
majority, like, keep it a stack,
So you've been
bro.
with a lot of women, is what you're saying.
You see how quick niggas change narratives? Like,
I'm asking questions. We can't talk.
Yo, Soon, what you think about it? What you
Take the
think
time
about
to
it?
talk. This nigga switch it up real quick. Hey, yo, Soon, what you think, bro?
Yo, every time he's in hot water, he goes, yo, Soon. So Soon,
what you think about, bro?
What you talking about last week? Yo, Soon, how's the fam doing, Soon?
What you think about it, Soon?
So like me personally, I don't have any problem with dating any race. I think like all women could be beautiful. It doesn't matter where you're from.
Facts.
However, a lot of times the culture thing doesn't mix. And like I've seen that where it's like we just something's not clicking. Like you don't understand me.
It's like you
my
missing some
culture
adobo
does.
seasoning. Like no, let's be honest. Like you missing a little bit of that adobo. The chicken's good, but it'd be better with adobo.
They like good food.
man?
I'm
Like that
dead. He
seasoned
said
shit.
black people and Spanish people mix because
Hey.
they like good food.
Niggas use seasons, bro.
Honestly, I do believe that food really does, like unite people. But like Annie, you being that you're in an interracial relationship, do you feel like your partner acknowledges the fact that there's a lot of differences? Like, because I feel like there's a lot of people in interracial relationships, and then their partner, let's say they're with a white guy, they're a black girl with a white guy. It's like, oh, I don't care about that. I don't see race. I don't see certain things. But like,
You're supposed to see
you're
it.
supposed to see that. You're supposed to see that there is a blatant difference between us. There's when I'm being pulled over, I feel a type of way that you'll never feel, and like things like that. Like, do you feel like your partner acknowledges those things and also makes you feel like those things are evident and important?
Be careful, Annie.
I feel like
damn.
She said, I have a white boyfriend who's in law enforcement. Fiance. Oh, fiance. Oh, go ahead. Congratulations.
So honestly,
Yeah,
he
congratulations.
has a track record of dating like more ethnic girls.
Ooh, go ahead, boy. That's my guy. My bro. My bro.
Okay.
Go ahead. That's my guy. Go ahead.
In the beginning of the relationship, it was a lot less, I want to say like evident that he acknowledged our differences. But like, I talked to him about it. We have a very like open communication line between us. And I talked to him about it. I'm like, you know, it is evident that I'm black. You can say I'm black. Like, that's what it is.
You
like,
black girl.
I need you to know these specific things. And then if it comes up with your family, I need you to like stand up and say those same specific things. And, you know, just kind of like
How long have you guys been together?
almost 3 years.
3
Oh,
years.
wow.
Yeah.
That's a long
Okay,
time.
cool.
Yeah.
So that's
Lit.
like 3 years is like an ample amount of time. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I see.
And we have a baby together, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
we're
it's
in
already-
this for like
Yeah,
the
forever.
And that was my next question, like raising your daughter, the fact that she's half white and then half black, and like she has both
Yeah.
sides of that. Like, do you feel like you have to raise her to also acknowledge that she is very much black too?
That's a hard question. Like, I want her to obviously be immersed in everything because she's very diverse. But she, like, if you guys have ever seen a picture of her, like, she's white. Like,
Yeah.
she's super white.
Yeah.
And I just think that people aren't going to see her as black. Like, she's going to talk about something black, and I could see, like, in a high school setting, people saying, oh, you're not really black. Like, what are you saying?
But let me ask you a question. This might be, but is that to her advantage or not?
It can be if you look at it. Like, she's not gonna
Depends.
really get discriminated against.
Depends.
But and then on college application, she could check the black box. Like, she could take the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
It's really like
yeah,
what she
yeah.
decides.
But does that also worry you that she won't be tapped into the maybe the struggles and the upbringing that
Yeah.
you went through?
yeah, for sure. Because she's in a predominantly white high school, and like they talk shit about like black people or whatever. Like, can I trust her to like stand up for her people and say, hey, I'm black, or can I? Is she just gonna be like,
But I-
oh yeah, you know, you're right.
But I also feel like that depends
Wow,
on your
that's real
struggle as
shit.
well. Like, if she sees what you're going through as a black mother,
That's
you know
facts.
what I mean? Like, what she's getting from you, like growing up, what she's seeing, what she's learning, and things like that. She may not always be rah-rah, like, always defending a side, but I feel like as long as you are yourself, she'll always get that understanding. Like, the conversations you have with your fiance, you would have with her, or y'all would both have with her. And she doesn't have to be, and that's why I also feel like just because you're not screaming, oh, yo, defending the side, doesn't mean you're not for the side. People are just different.
Yeah.
So, like, as long as she has that understanding, she already has a leg up above a bunch of people who already don't even have that understanding. You know what I'm saying? So I think, like,
That's
she gonna be
crazy.
good.
That's
You
dope.
gonna
I
be
like
good.
I like that perspective
Yeah.
because I never really even thought
I
about
never
that.
even, like that was pretty dope.
Wow.
So, Jiggy, how you feel about the white girls, bro?
I was literally about to say that.
How you feel about the white girls, the
How you feel
snowflakes?
about the white girls?
Honestly,
Snow bunnies.
Go ahead.
honestly speaking, from my perspective, I feel like black men, period, is bad for everybody.
White women?
in you know, like, in everyone's eyes, like, the black man is like, oh, like, if you could be dating a black girl, her parents Could be like, oh, you dating this thug.
That's true.
You dating a Spanish girl. Oh, you dating this thug. A white girl.
You dating this thug. No, for real.
As a black man, you gotta be a
That's
specific
crazy. I never
black
thought of
man.
that.
You gotta be, you feel me? That's my
Talk.
For them to look at you. No, you're not even lying.
Expand on that. You have to be a specific black man. Expand on that, bro.
Be
that's facts.
A specific black man to be accepted by
what kind of black man? Like what is the criteria of this man?
From experience and from what I see and what I've seen. You basically gotta be like sophisticated. You gotta own something, a business. You gotta wear a suit and tie and shit.
Went to college.
You feel me? You gotta
talk
do that.
proper, you gotta have that.
Speak proper.
You feel me?
See, I don't fit that criteria. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I don't fit it.
That's from what I see. Like, you black man, no parent's gonna like you. No matter what race, what culture.
That's a fact.
But I feel like it's a little different though, because I feel like you could be a sophisticated, classy, educated black man, but if you're talking to a white family, they're still looking at you as a black man. Like,
I agree.
You're still being. But if you're a sophisticated, black, intelligent man talking to a black family who's also sophisticated, classy, they're looking at you as like, okay,
he's the one.
He's the one. This is a great man. You know what I mean?
Why?
Because I feel like I agree to your point, but I only disagree in the fact that I think it goes to a generational thing. Like, I think it's like when you get to a certain age, they're not even just trying to hear that. It don't matter what you got, no matter what you have, no matter who you are. If you are a different color skin, it's immediately a no-no. Like, I've dated some white girls, plural. Like, and it's been because of who I am. Like, I have the ability to code switch. You know what I mean? I present myself as a certain type of...
Facts.
I know I clown and I'm an idiot, but like when it's time to be like real, I could present myself in a very proper
I'm telling
manner.
you, white people love this nigga. I promise you. Like, I promise you that. Like, they love this nigga, bro. Because of shit like that, bro.
He's a fucking Trump supporter. Keep going.
Trump 2020. But to keep it a stack, like, it's come to the point where it's like, I'm not joking. It's come to the point.
He's fucking joking.
I'm joking.
I'm kidding. But it's come to the point. It's come to the.
Every time he says something crazy, Jimmy goes.
Like, you had enough.
Keep going.
But like, it's gotten to the point where it's like, okay, the parents may like me, but the grandparents, they're not even trying to hear what I gotta say.
Look at me. They're not even.
They don't even want to
me.
hear what I gotta say. I can pull up suit tie on my Carlton shit, like straight up, and they don't want to hear what I have to say. And that's been the biggest problem in my relationships. And it's not even just white; it's Spanish too. Spanish grandparents are crazy, bro. Crazy, like nigga. Like, it wasn't until I started speaking Spanish that like some Spanish grandparents was on my time. But like before that.
I also feel like it's a difference for black men and black women. I feel like black men, you guys could go into a room with a white shawty or a Spanish shawty and your niggas is gonna dap you up and be like, oh shit, I see a ting, da-da-da, whatever. A black girl, we go into the room with a white guy, we're getting it from both sides.
I agree.
Like, we have like
worse.
The white girls are looking at us crazy, the black girls are looking at us crazy, the black boys are looking at us crazy, and the black men are looking at us crazy. Like, we're getting it. Like, you don't understand. Like, when a white girl sees a black girl with a white man, it's like, what the fuck are you doing with her? Like, you
really
need to.
like that?
Yo, it's like that even if I walk into a white club and I'm not with a white man, like a white man. Like, white girls, I'm not gonna say they're threatened, but they have this like sense of like, what the
niggas been dropping beads all
like,
episode,
like they have this sense of just like, who the fuck do you think you are? You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's a different struggle. Like, I could only imagine, Annie, like when white girls see you with your man, like how
salty.
They're
like, her cooking probably tastes delicious.
Like, yeah, nigga, you still can't do
her
shit.
Chicken is probably seasoned as fuck. Fuck her. Her shit probably seasoned as fuck. Fuck that bitch. Because I know, but that's a fact though, what you're saying. Because I know if Jiggy pulled up with a snowflake, I'm dapping him up.
No, because like
shit.
I even
But if you pulled up with a white boy, I'm like, yo, who's this guy?
You literally gonna look at me like, you gonna be like, Alex, what the fuck is going on?
You know why?
You know why?
Can he hit it to the beat?
Why, Jiggy? Why?
Can he hit it to the beat?
Why?
If I pull up with a white chick,
be careful.
you know what's going on.
Yeah, that's right.
You know why?
No, what is going on?
See, you gotta keep that low. You gotta keep that low.
I don't know what's going on.
No, Jiggy. Wait, be quiet. Jiggy, what is going on?
I know.
Past the ox.
This leads into our final topic before we wrap the show. Who's more sneaky, men or women?
Women.
Women.
Oh,
Women. 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 Women.
Hold on. Hey, hold on. Yeah, but
Where y'all going?
Where at?
okay, so the women. What do you guys think?
What does women? Yeah, women first.
I think that both sexes try to be sneaky, but women are better at it.
I agree.
We're just
smarter.
In that sense. Not saying we're smarter all around, but in that sense, I feel like
you just put all y'all on blast. Facts. All women.
So y'all sneaky.
Let me tell you something.
I'm just saying for the situations that I know of.
Just in case your man is watching, can you repeat that one more time? Can you just say it a little louder so when your man sees
you
this?
the feds, man. What is going
Ladies, to all ladies out there, I have a tip for you. Wait, can I say my tip to the ladies? Can I say my tip to the ladies? Ladies, I have a tip for you out there to help you out with your side nigga, right? So if you got a main nigga and you got a side nigga, this is what you do. Change your side nigga's name to your main nigga's first name. And he will never know that you have been texting your side nigga.
And you're next to your man.
Trey, text her right now.
Yo, Trey.
Text her right now. Text her right now.
I have never
Send a text right now.
I have never seen such a thing.
This nigga's like, I have never been so appalled in my life.
Change your side nigga's name to your main nigga's name, so whenever he looks through your phone, he's not even gonna think twice because he's an idiot.
Alex, Phil.
Alex's tip of the day.
Phil, who do you think is more sneaky, men or women?
Do I even have to answer that question?
Yeah, that was
Because we will save another woman's name under like the pizza store, and then the pizza store will be.
It's like why the pizza store wondering where you at, nigga? Why Domino's?
Why Domino's asking if you up?
Why Domino's camp you up, bro?
Knowing Trey, he'd put Popeyes, and I'd be like, nigga, we don't even eat meat. What the fuck they call me?
tell you I slipped back.
I slipped back a minute ago, bro.
I think that would hurt me more than cheating. I'd be like,
you
went back to meat?
Wow, hey, Trey, you went back to meat? Tell us, bro.
Oh now, honestly, though, I will say.
That's not what y'all been saying.
To be honest, though, for my Women Association Club, I will say I do think that girls, like Annie said, are a lot smarter with our sneakiness. Because there's been some shit my girls have told me, and I've been like, yo, you need to get a post surprise.
It's not smarter. Just men, after a certain, I feel like they don't care.
They don't
like,
care
can y'all agree with me on that?
They don't give a fuck after.
It's a point where they just. Come on, my nigga. Like they
I don't go through my nigga's phone,
point.
but when I do, just know.
It's Dos Equis?
Oh, I'm going in.
It's not smart. It's just
okay. I have a theory.
What's up? What's your theory?
Now correct me if I'm wrong.
What's up?
When men cheat and they get caught, they lie.
Facts.
Settle down.
He's on the road right now. He's on the road. Give me a second. What's up?
They lie. They lie to protect the female.
Okay.
It's facts.
When women cheat,
When women cheat, what else?
They lie
to protect themselves.
To protect themselves. Am I right or wrong?
You're motherfucking wrong. Jiggy. Yo, turn that off.
Stop. Hold on, let me hear Alex. Why do you disagree?
Get the fuck out of here. Yo, honestly, I'm really tired of y'all doing this thing where your friend says bullshit and the rest of y'all co-sign to the bullshit.
That's part of the code.
The reason you guys tell us the truth it's not only to protect us. It's not to protect us. It's to protect your motherfucking self because you don't want to deal with. It's not even, honestly, I swear men don't even care about the cheating because you hurt the girl. You just don't want to deal with the 20 phone calls, the not speaking to you for 2 weeks, not giving you pussy for mad long. You don't want to deal. You don't want to deal with all the consequences of your action. It's not that you're protecting me. You're just protecting the fact that I'm gonna spaz the fuck out. I'm gonna pull up to your crib. I'm gonna tell all your niggas. I'm gonna blast you on IG. I'm gonna blast you on Snapchat. I'm gonna talk shit, and you're not getting this pussy for 6 months. That's your problem.
Is that a chill or a boo? I don't know what that is.
Whereas females, we just feel bad.
I have a rebuttal.
We just feel bad.
Rebuttal.
Let me hear the rebuttal.
Pass the aux.
What's up, bro? What's up? Nah, that's a lie. Because you know what?
Oh, here we go.
When girls do get caught cheating, what do? Blame the dude they with, right?
Because it is your fault. It is your fault. It is your fault.
We cheat. If we cheat, black men don't cheat, by the way. But if we cheat, it was more 99% of the time, more or less, it was just a physical thing. If a girl cheats, she's been gone at least 2 months.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's facts. That's facts.
So
9 times out of 10, when a female cheats, like a female that was really loyal and loved you cheats, it's because you were probably lacking in some way or form. Like, to be honest, you were lacking in communication, in support, in just growth. Like, you were lacking in some way or form. Like, Insecure, Issa Rae, she cheated on Lawrence because Lawrence was being a bum-ass depressed nigga at home, and she was tired of it. Like,
and guess what? And she wasn't tight until Lawrence was swinging that for another one, bro.
No, because she felt bad because at the end of the day he did glow up and she wasn't there for that flourishment. That's it. That's it.
So where did she go wrong? She cheated when she could have just said, "Yo, listen, you're not yourself right now. Leave you alone. You go do what you do. I'm gonna go do what I do."
Jiggy, that's what you be doing?
It's not about me.
Jiggy, when they have an argument.
It's not about me.
This is what R&B singers do. They go fuck another bitch and then write a song about how they hurt because their girl broke up with them. Fuck out of here.
First of all,
get
Alex,
the fuck out of here.
Alex, you're talking too loud. Mind your business.
Mind your business. You see, I know you niggas.
All I can say is that when I cheat,
whoa.
What?
Jasmine, break up with this piece of shit.
What I said? Pass off.
We're gonna stop.
Jiggy, what you got coming out?
Jiggy, what you got going on?
Tell us what's going on. Do any shout outs, whatever you gotta do. We wrapping up.
Shout out to what you got going on. Love.
Pink Room playlist coming out this month. I don't have the exact date. Even if I did, I want to tell you guys because I want you guys to be, off your seats and
ready for it,
anticipated for it. It's coming out 4 records, R&B vibe, a special for breast cancer awareness.
Thank you.
Shouts out to breast cancer awareness. You feel me?
All the survivors. We all praying for y'all.
Always.
We should wear pink to one episode just to do that. Yeah, we should definitely do
give me a
that.
pink shirt because I'm broke.
Speaking of episodes,
this nigga's broke but was eating lobster over the weekend. All right, keep going.
Speaking of episodes,
selectively, bro. Talk about it, bro. What's up?
Speaking of episodes, I had a good time with you guys.
Yo,
I want to come back.
We got you, bro.
Jiggy, you're really big in the 845 and people really fuck with you and you show a lot of love. So we had to have you up here and we're really glad you came. Keep doing your thing. You were really talented and we're not just saying that because you up here because past the aux we don't fuck with just anybody.
You know how many niggas be hitting us up in the DM chat talking about, yo, can I be on the episode?
No, for real. Like you gotta show your loyalty and then we also gotta fuck with you as a creative. You know what I mean?
So, one time for Jiggy, bro. One time for Jiggy, bro.
Fun fact. Todd over here has been my photographer for like he's been taking my pictures since BlackBerry days.
Wow.
You do
Todd's been working for years.
You do the math.
Wow.
Todd, you 40? 40?
I'm flying. You've been my photographer since like BlackBerry days.
Now Todd's a harsh critic, and when it comes to you, he be fucking with it. So that's how we knew, because he is a harsh critic.
Yeah, he don't like nothing.
Todd keep it 100 with you.
Todd
be shooting you and Todd look like, yo, your outfit sucks, bro. Come on, you gotta change this up.
We'll all come in like, yo, you heard that album? That shit was fire. He'd be like, yeah, the photography was horrible. Yeah. The album cover was, it was
the
okay.
album cover was terrible. I could do better.
The artist could have done so much better.
But I always say you need a person like that, because that person is gonna give you the real, and you need a person like that. You don't need everybody always like, yo, that shit is fire. That shit's fire. I need a nigga to tell me that shit's whack.
Yep.
To be honest, that's why I'm up here right now. Cause if I was whack, I wouldn't be sitting with y'all.
No, for real.
That's 100.
I get your head with
I'm talented because of this guy. He's tough as I've known him for years.
He loves you, bro.
And he, I mean,
This is why, and then like we be talking about in our every episode, like the importance of a team and having a collective and people that are gonna push you to grow and be better and tell you the shit. And Annie, yo, honestly,
Annie been a part of the team.
Annie been a part of the team, yo. Annie was here from the beginning. We didn't even touch on this topic, but like one of our topics today was supposed to be friends of the opposite sex. And I remember when you used to talk about Annie back in the day, and I'd be like, who the fuck is Annie? That's not your friend, nigga. And then I met Annie, and I was like, yo, I love Annie so much. And I love what you're doing, yo. You like I said before earlier, like if there's anybody that I trust to like truly be educating these kids out there and being an example, it's you. And I'm so glad you guys came up here today.
Thank you guys.
Shout out to you guys. Episode 14, baby.
Yes, sir. What song we going out to?
Wait, no. I gotta talk to these niggas real quick.
What's up?
Make sure you subscribe.
Oh, yeah, facts.
I'm gonna give you a second to click on that button.
Go ahead.
Push the button.
Push the button.
Push the button.
Push the button, bro.
Jiggy say he saw y'all. He say he saw y'all.
Not good.
You ain't push the button.
Alrighty, make sure you like.
Hold on.
Yo, why you taking so?
Yeah, you.
We trying to hurry.
They did. Okay.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely turn on your notifications, and definitely comment just so we could get your feedback on the episode. Tell us the shit that made you laugh the most. Tell us the shit, ladies. Please flame these niggas on this podcast. Please flame these niggas. They ain't shit, and we know it.
Wow.
Woman, stand up.
Yeah.
Yes.
With the left fist up.
Yo, our couch queen.
That was episode 14.
That was episode 14. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.
Wait, hold on. Real quick. I just want to shout out, because we got comments on the last episode. I just wanted to shout out Gianna Simpson. She wrote.
That's my sister again.
Is it really? That's fine. She said it's definitely easier when we was talking about name brand stuff and shit like that. She was like, it's definitely easier for women to wear off-brand clothing.
Facts.
I barely buy any big name brands unless they are on super sale. Laughing emoji.
BB,
however,
on a budget.
regardless of gender, the name attached to the article of clothing is not what matters. The way you put the outfit together and the way your confidence shines through are what makes an outfit pop.
Cause she's fly like that, bro.
So shout out to her. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to her, bro.
And this is why baddies on a budget could pull up in a Forever 21 $10 dress and still take your man and your bitch.
But our shoes are like 17 times that.
My bitch too.
Your bitch too. Oh, and also special shout out to Ugochi. Yo, Ugochi did a song with Black. You guys all know how talented she is.
Fire.
But
she makes
You said her name wrong, dog.
Ugochi.
Oh, Ugochi. Oh, okay.
She said
I was saying Ugochi.
I always say
Ugochi.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Like, that's not it, bro.
I always say Ugochi.
Not it, bro.
Okay, Ugochi.
Anyways.
She's on a show called Black Enough. It's a poetry web series on YouTube. It's super dope. The second episode just dropped today. It's every Sunday, but I saw the first episode and it's so dope. So everybody go check that out, and shout out to Ugochi. Keep doing your thing. So what we going out to?
We're going out to the baby. That Kurt joint, bro. That shit is fire.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on, bro.
Go check that out.
To that probably heard.
Get ready
that
for that drum pattern.
Check out that album, Summer Walker.
Probably heard I'm a hoe from a hoe. I don't know what you know, I ain't running from no niggas. These bitches be waiting in line at the shows, I don't want fuck with.